What is going on, guys? Mills here bringing you some fire content on the Fire 18 channel. In today's video, everyone, we're going to be dissecting the entire Tampa Bay's Rays team. So, we're going to be asking the main question here, why are the Rays so good this year? Why are the Tampa Bay Rays off to this great start? And I mean, they were already pretty good last year. I mean, they went 90-72, and they almost made the playoffs had it not been for the AL East being so tough last year. But this year, it's kind of weak. I mean, the Red Sox aren't off to the best start of sorts, so I wouldn't exactly... I mean, obviously, I'm judging this based off 2 weeks, so I can't exactly say I have much evidence, but the Rays are already showing that they're a pretty great team, / good team. I even think they could go ALCS, although this is a really bold, very bold prediction. But why are the Rays so good? Let me talk about it. So, they've had some pretty good, decent hitters in the past few years, but they've never had, like, a well-rounded team. They've always had, like, that one star player who's been kind of crushing it hitting-wise, and then they have that good fielder. And you probably know what I'm talking about by good fielder. But either way, this year, I feel like they've already had some decent breakouts already with Austin Meadows having a pretty good start this year. And they even have some future stars, too, like the future star Willie Adames, who's also in MLB The Show. He's also on the Rays, and he's off to a decent start, but he's not the one carrying this team. The guy carrying this team right now is Austin Meadows, and this is all without Longoria, although they didn't have Longoria last year, to be fair, for the most part. I mean, either way, Meadows has really shown he can be a good player in the future. Definitely not a franchise player yet, because that role's kind of gone to Kiermaier. Although Kiermaier hasn't been shown to be a good hitter, he is a great fielder. He always makes the best plays.
Now the 1-2, and a looper into short center. That ball will be caught by Kiermaier. What a grab. Kiermaier charging in from right.
He's always a Gold Glove candidate every single year, robbing home runs. And I mean, that's the key reason why the Rays are this good. They may not have, like, stellar hitting. They're nowhere near the hitting of the Astros or something, but that team can pitch. That's the one reason why they are staying in the games that they're winning. They're pitching for the most part. Their bullpen, I would say, is very iffy. I wouldn't say that part is that part. I would say that part of the bullpen is not, like, that part of the team is very bad. It's just like, that's their lackluster part. I don't really think they have some star bullpen players other than maybe 1 or 2 guys, and that's not going to help you in the end of the day. But their starting pitching is pretty incredible. Like, they got Cy Young winner Blake Snell on the team. And yeah, that guy streams, but he's known for the pitching part. And that pitching part he is great at. He's their ace. He's going to stay that way for a while. They already locked him up for like 5 or 4 years, so they should be good. Either way, their starting pitching staff is probably the strongest part about them, with Snell and Morton, Charlie Morton of the Astros from the past, leading the way. In fact, Charlie Morton's a gold and MLB The Show this year. That just goes to show that he's always been a great pitcher. But either way, the reason why the Rays are so good is because they have that good balance of hitting and pitching. Like, they don't need to get that many runs. Like, they can get like 6 runs and still win if their pitching is pretty good. And that's why the Rays are always constantly beating those tough teams. Like, they were able to beat the Astros a lot because their pitching was so locked down against that really tough offense with Altuve and Springer and Correa in there. That's what's been keeping them in games. They're pitching single-handedly. Although I'm only judging this off 2 weeks' evidence. I'm just kind of trying to give people a reason why you shouldn't be surprised that the Rays are doing this good. Because they're kind of basically starting from where they left off last year. And heck, they could make the postseason, and they probably will. They may not be not be the division champions because there's still 4 or 5 months of baseball left, but it's very well possible that they could be a big candidate for the playoffs. Like, they have that team potential. They have good players breaking out, like Austin Meadows, like I just stated earlier. And I mean, I'm not gonna really like try to compare them to the 2017 Twins, because they were a team that no one expected to make the playoffs walking into that year, but they did, mostly because the Twins, I'm just gonna be talking about 2017 Twins for a bit. Reason why they made the playoffs is because they had a few players starting to break out for them. Like, Eddie Rosario actually started to be good from that year onwards. Same with a few other guys, like Eduardo Escobar. He was really key. Mauer started to hit better. He had like 300 batting average. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that the Rays are having players that are breaking out, that are actually having really good years, and some unexpected players like Austin Meadows actually crushing the ball right now. And if you want to even talk about it too, like, There's definitely a lot of proof as to why the Rays are probably not going to win the division, and I don't think they will. I've never stated that. because obviously the Red Sox are off to a slow start. It's probably a World Series hangover. You got to give them some time, and they'll probably warm up again. Obviously, Sale ain't doing so hot, but that's one pitcher. One player doesn't affect an entire team, like fully at least. Even though he is supposedly supposed to be an ace, which he is actually overall, he's not off to the greatest start. But either way, the Red Sox are still going to dominate because they just need to get warmed up again, you know? So I don't think the Rays are going to hold the division for a long time either. Same with the Yankees. They have a lot of players injured right now. But what I'm saying is that the Rays are going to be a good team. And the reason why they're doing good is because they have a great pitching squad that can like kind of give room for their offense to score 6 runs a game. They have some players unexpectedly kind of leading the charge, and young players too. Like they even have Kiermaier out there kind of giving some good tips to the outfielders like Meadows, for example. Meadows is an outfielder, so Kiermaier's probably giving them some pretty good tips on how he can play that position really well. And overall, I just feel like that whole influence is going to kind of really lead them to go far. And it kind of explains why they're really this good. And they'll probably stay this way. I don't know. I'm really not sure whether this can be a fluke or not. But so far, it doesn't look like a fluke. And yeah, for now, let's just leave it at that. Okay, Dad, so that's going to be all for this video. I just wanted to kind of talk about the Rays for a bit. Wanted to dissect the team on how good they're doing this year. And they were the kind of the team I feel like that would be more fun to talk about. Because, well, they're a team that's never been known to be stellar ever since probably 2008. Or that's when they at least made the postseason. But you know what I mean, like, right? Like, because they're a team that looks pretty good. And, I mean, I would actually compare this year to 2008, you know? I would actually compare this year to the 2008 Rays because the 2008 Rays had their own version of Blake Snell, and that was Matt Garza when he was actually good, who led them very far to the postseason. And this is what I feel like the 2019 Rays are going to be like this year. They're going to be kind of like the 2008 Rays, who could win straight up from pitching only. Like, because that's how the Rays are playing this year. They're winning games based on how good their pitching is. And that's why I feel like this 2019 Rays team is just like the 2008 Rays. Either way, I'm going to end the video here. Enough talk now about the Rays. Tell me what you guys think about that team. Either way, I'll see y'all in the next video stream. Hope everyone has a great day. Make sure to leave a like. Peace.